Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I want to really thank everyone for coming back, listening to the video, hearing me speak, and hearing me answer these questions. Thank you for sharing the last video, liking it, viewing it. It just encourages me more on to keep doing my videos, but special thanks for everyone out there that have been asking your questions. Honestly, hopefully I'm helping you out in some way, and just let me know the outcome of it. You don't really have to, but it's always good to hear back from everyone that I've answered previously and everything like that. So I love you guys. I really do for that. You guys have no clue how much this just shows me how much I really want to get into my field of helping people more out personally and on my own level, and just continuing on to continue to study and do what I got to do to get there and everything like that. So let's drive into my quote for Thursday. I will not start a video without my quote because I love them very much. They're really straight to the point and really get everybody thinking, hopefully, because they get me thinking. My quote is, we're not given a good life or a bad life. We're giving a life. We are given a life. It's up to us to make it bad or good. Honestly, that quote right there, straight to the point. Always straight to the point. I love quotes like that. Honestly, we're given a life and it's up to us to build it where we want it to be built. And understand there's a process that has to be done. You go through the process of making it happen, but in the process, you can go through the stress stage, the worry stage, if I'm going to get there, and finally at the end of the light, end of the light, you're like, I made it, and honestly, that's the best part, and that sometimes we want to skip the rest of the process, and we forget that to get there, it takes work, it takes dedication, it takes, you gotta fail, you gotta pick yourself up and wipe yourself down, pat yourself in the back, and continue on, continue down the process. You've already made it this far. Why not make it a little harder? Sometimes, with jobs and education and getting the degree and businesses, we get stuck up with the bills, well, obviously bills are usually the biggest thing and everything like that, and I really don't want to harp on too much about that, but we got to go through this process. There's a process and stage that needs to be done for you to get to the end of the light. Sometimes some people get there sooner than others, so you have to understand that we're only given what we can handle. And honestly, I am a true believer in that because I've been through many things, and sometimes I lose focus, and as soon as I lose focus of why I'm going where I'm going, I get stressed, I get upset, I get moody. I'm a very unhappy person. Not that much of a happy person. I always try to make myself laugh or laugh at myself because if you can't laugh at yourself, then I don't know. All right, so not to get into so much with that quote, but hopefully it gets you guys, thinking about it, and understand that everything is within a process. We have to do everything as a process. You learn from it to make it better, and as you learn, you start making things better. So with that being said, let's roll into these questions because these questions are very interesting. Not to say any of my other questions are not, but let's roll into these questions. Let's slide on over and take a look at my first question. It says, hey Carmen, there has been bad things going on within my life and I don't see the point of anything anymore. I've seen your previous videos and it seems like you know a lot and you know what to do and what to say. What should I do? Honestly, that kind of just goes back to my quote, what I said earlier. And honestly, I pick these quotes at random and I find the best one that I like, and significantly, they really do fit into the questions for today that I'm answering and everything like that. So what would I do in your situations? And there has been a moment in my life where things to me seem bad, and believe me, and they seem like they can't get any worse, and they can. Oh, believe me, they can get any worse. They can get worse. I wouldn't be calling it around. Honestly, I would say stay very positive. Understand that you are going through this for a reason. This is to build you up to be a better person, to build you to be very strong, and to be very mindful that when a certain occasion, if this seems to occur again, you know what to do, you know how to react to it, you know what could happen, and you know what you need to do. I'm not sure of all the bad things that is going on, but you have to find the light somewhere within all that bad. You do, because if you don't, you get stuck there. You get consumed to the my life is bad, there's no point of living anymore, and I need to end it. And don't think like that. Honestly, I'm telling you, do not think like that. Please don't. Please don't, and it's not worth it. Don't set your mind too low to the point where this is it, this is the end, because you don't decide that for yourself. You honestly do not. So what I need you to do is I need you to find something. I need you to find a goal, something very simple, to start building it up again, worth living for, because at this point you're saying you don't see anything, the point of living anymore. And honestly, I don't want you to think like that, and I really don't want you to feel like that. So I want you to give yourself a hug, pat yourself in the back, because you've made it this far. You've made it this far, and you've made it to the point where you're reaching out and asking somebody else. That to me takes big courage, because not a lot of people are doing that today. Not a lot of people can do that. A lot of people want to get stuck and consumed in this area where my life is bad and I want to stay there because I want to stay there. You are taking a great step of stepping out and asking for help. What should I do? Whether you take my advice or not, I hope you do. But if you don't, that's on you too. So what I need you to do is to find something very small, of something small, a small goal. Make yourself a small goal. And what I mean by that, what do I mean by a goal? I mean, today I'm gonna make myself laugh. The simple things. Look for things that they're gonna make you laugh. What's gonna make your day through, what's gonna make you laugh, what movie to see, a music, maybe music. Some people are good with music, some people are not. Some people are good with the videos, and some people are not. Some people need to see a movie to get their mood going. Maybe that's what you need to do. Strive for the best. Really do. I want you to start making yourself small goals. Start with the small goals, and then work. Ooh, excuse me. I'm sorry. And work your way up to the big goals. Work on making yourself laugh every day. And once you start doing that, laugh at yourself, laugh at the little things. We seem to forget to laugh at the little things. When I'm making these videos, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, my hair is not parted the same, and it's not the way I want it to be. And, I laugh at myself. I honestly laugh at myself, because it makes me who I am. But at the same time, it shows that I laugh at myself, even at my mistakes, the mistakes that I make. Then it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad as I'm making it. So go ahead, try to make yourself laugh. Try to laugh at the little things. Laugh at yourself, even if it's, to get yourself going. Try to maybe get into a group, a positive group. I'm not sure what area you live in, but there's a lot of groups that, meet on certain days, and, you could talk about what you're feeling, and reaching out, or maybe reach out to a person, or you don't know how to reach out to a person. Sometimes you don't know how to reach out to a person because you're just like, well, what are they gonna say about me? I don't know what they're gonna say. So I would honestly start with the small goals first. I would start very small and then work your way up. Write to yourself, read it later, and summarize and be like, wow, this is what I was feeling at the moment. And now I don't. Now I don't feel like that. You got to make your life worth living. Take a walk in the park. Eat healthier if that's what you need to do to start bettering your life to a better way, a better move, a better everything. You got to start somewhere, but you can't just give up. Giving up is just taking the low road, honestly, and that's how I see it. So I would say take small steps, baby steps to get there. And if you need to find help, and you want to write me later, in the area that you're living in, hopefully I can try to find some websites that would be very useful for you. Certain groups in your area, sometimes they're hard to find because you don't know what you're actually looking for. So if you feel that you feel comfortable to let me know where you live in what area. Well, not specifically, obviously, your address, because I'm not asking for your address. I'm just asking for the area that you live, and then I can give you links, and I can put them down this video, if not the next video, and I can sit down and try to find a list of groups, positive groups that you can start going to, and or even just, you know, take a chance of just going to it and seeing if you like it. You know, you test the waters. You're not going to know if you don't try. So give it a try, and I'm hoping things changes around, because they changed around for me. So I know that if they change for me, they can certainly change for you. Don't get stuck in that area. Honestly, do not stay there. Please do not stay there. I'm begging you, don't stay there. Get ice cream. I love ice cream. Everybody makes fun of me because they know that me and ice cream, we are friends forever. I don't care what anybody say. Everybody that knows me knows ice cream. If out of throughout my whole day, I am sad, upset, mad, every mood you can think of, ice cream is the one thing that makes me happy. And if you hear me say no to ice cream, there is a problem. All right, so let's get to the second question here. Hey Carmen, I remember you said in your first video you're going into criminal justice juvie counseling. I have a teen friend who is doing drugs and I want to help her out, but I don't know how or what should I do. Honestly, that's good that you said that. Very good that you said that, because I have a video that will work awesome with this question, and I'm going to post it down below. So go ahead, quick. Don't pause the video. Wait for the video to be to be over, and then go ahead and click over and look at that video. There's so many ways that you can take this, and you know, I'm hoping that your friend wants to find help, because it's really hard when your friend is doing something and they don't want help. It's really hard to help somebody that doesn't want help. So hoping that they want help and everything like that, first you got to talk to them, let them know that you're being very supportive and you are there to help them. Then they'll understand that you are really there to help them, and then you're going to try whatever in your best abilities. Now, I don't know what area you live in, and I'm not sure the type of programs that are in your area. So depending on the area, you know, go on Google. I love Google more than Yahoo. I'm sorry for all the Yahoo fans. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I love Google. Go ahead, click on Google. Type in the type of help programs. I would start with, you know, drug programs. I'm not sure. Again, every area, every state has a different type of program, especially when it comes to drugs, or you know, if they're addicted to it. The first part is understanding that you have a problem with drugs, and then from there you go on. So getting her in a group will be very, very important, a very important part, because her understanding, well, the first part understanding is that you have a problem with it, and then from there you move on, and then you can, you know, try to join her in a group. You can even go, you know, these groups are very open. You know, you can go with her so she can see that not only you mean it, that you're physically there for her, you're trying to help her, you're trying to better it. You think, you know, start getting her into the groups, and then try to be more active. Try, honestly, because sometimes that's where the problem is at, and sometimes that's not the problem. I'm not sure what pushed her to start doing drugs, and sometimes you need to narrow down the problem that got there. So there's so many things that you could do to help your friend, but honestly, it's got to come from her to want to help herself. You know, you can do rehab. And in this video that I will link down below, there's this young lady that she goes through a lot with drugs. You know, she becomes addicted to it. You know, she goes to rehab so many times, and she had failed until it got to the point where she made it. She actually made it. And this is just but that program's really differently. It's the WARP program. It's called I know not a lot of people know what that program is, but if you want to also click on it, for everybody that's out there, go ahead, click on it, and it's gonna open your eyes that there are people out there that, you know, become addicted to whatever drug or alcohol or whatever it is, and they do come out of it. And those are victims that I love when they talk about it, and they, you know, they tell everybody else what they've been through and how they got there, you know, because it wasn't a piece of cake. And that's what I would tell your friend. And if you're trying to help her, you know, first she's got to admit she has a problem. That's the first step of everything. You know, I'm assuming she's still in school. try to be more active with her getting back into her education. Education is a very important thing. You will never hear me say nothing bad about education because I love it. I'm still studying, so you will hear me complain though here and there about my essays and everything like that, and I will try to get somebody to write it for me. Yeah, everybody that knows that. So I would go ahead, check out the video. Maybe that you have that program in your area, and you can try to see if she can get signed up in that program. Again, I'm not sure what area you live in or what town and everything like that, and what state that you live in. You can start looking into that. You know, be more active with her. Be positive with her when she's struggling. Don't just be like, well, I give up. You know, you really don't know what it is or how it feels to be a person as addicted to the drug and everything like that, because it's one thing to study about it and to, you know, see it happen, you know, but it's a whole nother world when you're the one actually addicted to it. So she's got to face and understand she's got a problem and wants help. And then from there, move forward, get her into a program, get her to be more active in school, you know, narrow down the problem, the reason why she started doing drugs. So that's what I would do in that type of situation. Same thing for you. If you want to go ahead and write me what area you live in, I will be more than likely to find a program, few programs for you, and I will go ahead and post that down below this video also. So thank you for asking your question. I appreciate it. All right, so we're down to our last question, and hey Carmen, I'm having a problem with my girlfriend. She decided to stay mad with me. What should I do? Honestly, I don't know what you did to upset her. Just say sorry. Buy her what you need to buy her. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking with you. All right, that's I don't know what you did. Maybe you didn't do anything, and maybe you just got to sit down and talk to her. You know, obviously communication is the key. Um, if you apologize to her, maybe she's upset for something else and you're not apologizing for the right thing, you know. Communication is really a big key in relationships. You know, if you don't communicate with each other, um, you know, who else are you going to communicate? Are you going to go run and tell the next door neighbor to tell her to? No, you're not. You're really not. So communication is the key. Maybe she doesn't want to talk to you right now, because most times most girlfriends do that. Most girlfriends are like that. I am a girlfriend. I do get upset sometimes, and oh yeah, I get upset. But that's a part of the relationship too, you know. Maybe she wants to stay mad. I'm not sure, you know. But with that question being said, maybe you should ask her and say, you know, why are you mad at me, or what did I do to upset you? Because I'm not gonna know. You know, if you take the initiative to show her that you care and you are sincerely sorry, because if you're not sorry, don't say it, man. Don't say it. That makes things even more worse. It really does make things even worse when you're not really sorry. So, you know, make sure you're apologizing for the right thing. Maybe you're not even apologizing for what you actually made her mad for, you know. So figure out, communication is the key, but figure out why she's upset. And if you can't figure it out, then, you know, if she's staying mad with you, go to her house, you know, talk things out, call her. You know, there's so many things you can do, you know, with today's world. You know, I understand, you know, everybody wants to do everything sometimes by cell phone, but sometimes doing the old fashioned phone call, hey, how you doing? I just needed to know why you're really mad at me, kind of thing, works out sincerely way more, you know. And maybe that doesn't need to go there like that either, but if it was me, that's what I would do. I'm a very old fashioned kind of person. Maybe go up to her house, you know, maybe, you know, see what's going on, understand why she's upset, and then from there move forward. And, you know, and understand that this is just another way to build your guys' relationship to be even more strong, because I really do believe that sometimes you do have to go to arguments, you know, and sometimes they are pretty not, they're pointless, but they make you stronger and they make you understand the person even more, because maybe you said something, you know, and you just, maybe that's something you can't be saying likely, and you know, you gotta watch what you say. So again, I would say communication is the key. I'm assuming, this is me assuming, that you have already tried to apologize to her and she's chose to stay mad. Now you have to take it a different route, because you just, okay, you apologize. What are you sorry about? Did you really say sorry for the reason why you upsetted her? And from there, take it to another step. Call her. Hey, baby. You know, I understand you're still mad at me, you know, and I want to work things out. I really want to make this work, you know, and then from there move forward. And I wish you the best. I'm not sure what you did to her, and then you can buy her candy and flowers and the whole enchilada and what you need to do and everything like that. But I hope that works out. Communication is a big key when relationship comes, so hopefully it works out. I want to thank everyone again for watching my video, and I will post those videos down below and everything like that. So go ahead, ask away, share it, like it. I appreciate everyone that sticks around and watches the whole video, and I really do. Thank you a lot, and I will see you guys next Thursday. And then I think that's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. All right, guys, you take care. Bye.